part of the tutorial will teach you about how to use the computer. The computer screen, the power button is actually right there. All you need to do is touch it, and you should wake up the screen. And you click on the login SFSE and type in the password. The password is actually right here. So let's type in the password and login. So, you can access the appointment book. Double click on the Google Chrome, and the appointment plus is for the appointment book. The password is already saved. All you need to click it sign in, and then you will show up the appointments. And the other ones is the EMR, JBBS EMR. Same thing, password is already saved. All you need to do is sign in, click search patient, and you can type in patient's name and search. You'll be able to pull up their file. And these are mostly for the files that's over 3 years ago. And for the most recent files, they are all under here, patient files. Double click, and if you need to search certain patient, just type in the patient's first or last name, and then you should be able to search for it. So there are some other folders. This blank forms. There's like Amstar grid, referral, ophthalmologist list, and invoice for patient. For example, like an office visit, you can use the invoice form to let them know, to give them a receipt. You can also get the same forms on the bottom drawer here: Amstar, R&D form, DMV form, condolence instruction, and invoice. All right, and the daily log looks like this. So there will be a date, which day of the week, and then patient's name on this column, what insurance they have, copay, the service you did, like for example, contact lens, toric lens, sphere lens, multifocal lens, or dilation. This is credit card payment received, cash received, and this you only need to fill this information if it's if it is an insurance that's not VSP. So what I need here is date of birth, at least one diagnosis. So this will help me find them on the insurance and bill. But if you forget, just refer to this. And I will need for Davis, MES, NVA, Superior. I will need also the insurance ID and date of birth of the primary insurance person. But if you need help, just ask the associates. All right, so this will help me keep track of the payments the patient need to pay and the payments received. So yeah, this is pretty important. And now when you are finished with the patient, so you have basically 3 pages of paper. One, this is the exam form. This is the invoice, and there's a prescription part here, which you can write your prescription, write your license number and your name and sign here. There's also a prescription pad here. It's the same thing, so you can use either or. This part, if you can use if you want, just minor recommendation. Patient, for example, warm compress, visual hygiene, and artificial tears. And this is the exam form. You got the chief complaint here, the current glasses, the vision with current glasses, medical family history, allergies. This is for the retinoscopy or auto-retinoscopy, keratometry. This is for the eye pressure, entrance. That's refraction, and that's for binocular balance. And there are certain little things you can circle. For example, if you want to write this as a final precision, circle final. If you did this part as a binocular balance, you circle binocular balance. If you did trioframe, circle trioframe. Good for thank you. Good for distance or near. And this part is for anterior sag. So if it's all normal, you can just draw a line through. Everything's normal. So that's it's pretty fast, and dilated or undilated, which eye drop you can just circle. If you did a 90, circle it. So same. This is for the posterior. You can draw on this. If it's dilated, you can circle dilated. So also, if everything is normal, you can strike through, and also circle ocular health is normal. And this is for refractive diagnosis, medical diagnosis. So you can circle the one that's appropriate, and it will save you some time. You can just circle instead of write it, and sign here. At the end, this part is for contact lens. So the brand name, the power, base curve diameter, the vision, over refraction, near vision if there's multifocal, rotation, contact lens movement. You can also kind of write here if the patient is in good comfort, you can circle that. Stable fit. If this is the final prescription you're gonna prescribe, you can circle final. If this is the current prescription they have, you can also circle the current. And this is the plan for the contact lens. You want to come back for 1 week for follow-up, or you want to finalize 1, 2, or 3, or you want them to call to finals 1, 2, or 3. You can write it here. And this is contact lens training. If you did training, you can circle that. If you did contact lens education, like a hygiene education, you can circle that. So that's the exam form. This is the optional form if they want us to email them prescription later. This pre-authorized us to do that. So if they want, they can fill out this form. On the back of the exam form, actually this part, if they want to, they don't want to do the dilation, they may just make sure they sign this part, and either they want to reschedule dilation or they don't want to do the dilation. They can sign this part. So same thing with the eye pressure. If they do not want the pressure test to be done, they can also sign this part. Yeah. So that's the exam form. After you complete everything, you can also put it actually the head down, facing down, head down and facing down, so it will be this way. You will scan both sides. Make sure the function says 1. You can either press send to or scan. Yeah, and there's a little instruction here if you need reminder. And so after you click it, hi Marco, good. So it will scan. It's pretty fast. It's just like 5 seconds, and then it will show up. What you type here is patient's first name and last name, and then you type, for example, their insurance, VSP, and their copay, and then their the extra service you did. For example, you did a toric once, you can write toric, and this is a good reminder of what you have done. So when you do the logging, it's a little bit easier. So after the scan, it was saved right onto the patient file, which we can click on this. So yeah, it will be scanned right there. And if you forgot anything, you can kind of refer back. All right, so that's it for the tutorial. And if you have any question, feel free to text me or email me. My text is you can text me at 732-470-0204, and email is kenchanod@gmail.com. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.